Okay, we are recording and on live.
Welcome to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting.
When the meeting begins momentarily, the chair will take a roll call, explain any specific rules for this particular board, and then move to public comment. The name of the board member will appear on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. For instance, this is board member Y, and this is board member E. Public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. You can indicate that you are ready to testify by clicking on the Raise Hand button being circled by the mouse on your screen now. At the appropriate time, the board will recognize you to speak and ask you to unmute your mic as shown here. Again, public testimony will be accepted at the beginning of the meeting and before each agenda item. Public attendees will not be able to unmute their microphone until recognized by the board. Public attendees who are recognized to testify will be asked to identify themselves by name and their affiliated organization if applicable. Please mute your microphone when you are finished speaking as a courtesy to others and members of the board. Public attendees will not be able to unmute themselves after the testimony is completed unless recognized again after raising their hand. At some point during the meeting, the board may choose to move into executive session. When the board moves into executive session, the board members' microphones and video feeds will be turned off, and a similar screen as you see now will be displayed. When the board returns from executive session, their microphones will be turned on as well as their video cameras.
Welcome again to the Professional and Vocational Licensing Virtual Board Meeting.
At this time, the chair will call the meeting to order and take a roll call, as well as explain any additional rules that may be specific to this board.
Aloha, everyone. To view the meeting and provide live testimony, please use the link at the top of the agenda. You will be asked to enter your name. The board requests that you enter your full name, but you may use a pseudonym or other identifier if you wish to remain anonymous. You will also be asked for an email address. You may fill in this field with any entry in an email format, example, at .gmail or .mail.com. Sorry. Your microphone will be automatically muted. When the chairperson asks for public testimony, you may click and raise hand button found on your Zoom screen to indicate that you wish to testify about the agenda item. The chairperson will individually enable each testifier to unmute their microphone. When recognized by the chairperson, please unmute your microphone before speaking and mute your microphone after you are finished speaking. For phone access, if you cannot get internet access, you may get audio-only access by calling the Zoom phone number listed at the top of the agenda. Upon dialing the number, you will be prompted to enter the meeting ID, which is also listed at the top of the agenda. After entering the meeting ID, you will be asked to either enter your panelist number or wait to be admitted into the meeting. You will not have a panelist number, so please wait until you are admitted into the meeting. When the chairperson asks for public testimony, you may indicate that you want to testify entering asterisk or star, and then the number 9 on your phone's keypad. After entering asterisk and then the number 9, a voice prompt will let you know that the host of the meeting has been notified. When recognized by the chairperson, you may unmute yourself by pressing asterisk, then the number 6 on your phone. A voice prompt will let you know that you're unmuted. Once you are finished speaking, please enter asterisk and then the number 6 again to mute yourself. For both internet and phone access, when testifying, you will be asked to identify yourself and the organization, if any, that you are representing. Each testifier will be limited to 5 minutes of testimony per agenda item. If connection to the meeting is lost for more than 30 minutes, the meeting will be continued on a specified date and time. This information will be provided on the board's website. I will now take roll call. Members, when I call your name, please respond present or here. And if you are joining us remotely, indicate if you are alone with, or is anyone with you at your location. Ashley Cornelio,
Here, and I am alone.
Les Marata,
Present and I'm alone.
Michael Basta Jr.,
Present and alone.
Leo Williams,
Here and alone.
and myself, Rainette Hall, is here and alone. I'm calling this meeting to order, and the time is 12:14 p.m. Okay. So we're approval of minutes. Is there anyone who would like to provide testimony on agenda item number 2?
Good afternoon, Chair. I do not have any public testimony at this time.
Are there any corrections or amendments to open session or executive session minutes for November 18, 2025?
Chair,
I
I
actually,
do.
oh.
Sorry, go ahead, Chair.
I do, with the Ashley and Les, they're incorrectly stated as Les is the vice chair when it should be Ashley.
Which minutes is this for, Chair?
This is for the November 18th, and then also for executive session. That one was correct. But and then the February, it also has Les marked as chairperson.
Thank you, Chair.
And in executive session for the February 10th, it's incorrectly noted.
We will strike all of the mentions of vice chair for Leslie on the November 18th public and the February 10th public and the February 10th executive.
Yes. Are there any other?
Chair, I did have a few corrections on the executive session minutes. Would it be okay if the board enters into executive session for us to discuss this?
I motion to go into executive session. Do I have a second?
I second. Michael Boston, Jr.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
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 Okay, hold on while I move us to executive session.
everyone here?
1 second while we wait for Lalo to get back to us.
Okay.
Okay, we are live again.
Okay. Chris, am I handing
Yes,
it off to you?
Sure. Everyone, thank you for your patience. We are back. Just as a quick summary, the board discovered and discussed additional typos that needed correction in the executive session minutes, and also consulted with me regarding an agenda item that was in the public session minutes. Back to you, Chair.
Okay, can I motion to approve minutes with
Subject
change,
to the
subject
typo corrections.
to the typo corrections? Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor to approve? Aye.
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 Okay. And am I, Alan, the
Aye.
two,
Yes.
I'm motioning to add 2 items that you will let us know.
If the board would like to consider adding 2 items to the agenda under adjudicatory matters, this would be in the matter of BD operator's license of Michael R. Donahue, a BAR 2025-0146-L, a settlement agreement prior to filing a petition for disciplinary action and board's final order within Exhibit 1. And also another adjudicatory matter on the matter of Barber's license of Michael R. Donahue for BAR 2024-0101-L, settlement agreement prior to filing a petition for disciplinary action and board's final order, Exhibits 1 and 2. If the board would like to add this to the agenda to decide on, approving, rejecting or deferring the settlement agreements matter sent from the regulatory industry, regulated industries complaints office to the board.
Do we just motion to add it? Or are we voting?
You do need to motion and vote. You need all 5 members because it's going to be 2/3 of all available members.
Okay.
So and just to give just full disclosure to the board on this matter, in accordance with the Hawaii Revised Statutes 92-7 for notice of public meetings in section or subsection D. No board shall change the agenda less than 6 calendar days prior to the meeting by adding items thereto without a 2/3 recorded vote of all members to which the board is entitled, provided that no item shall be added to the agenda if it is of reasonably major importance and action thereon by the board will affect a significant number of persons. Items of reasonably major importance not decided at a scheduled meeting shall be considered only at a meeting continued to a reasonable day and time.
We have not received the documentation on these additions.
So these, within your board packets, these would be items 3Z1 and 3Z2.
So was it just not included in the agenda and we were going to be going over it today? So
Yes, it was intended to be on the agenda, and it just, the version sent out that ended up getting filed did not have that included on it. If the board, if the board feels that the matters within these items, fall within that of reasonably major importance or affect a significant number of persons, it's within the board's rights to not, discuss it or vote in favor of the motion.
I move that we add these 2 additional items to the agenda.
I second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. And the board will recess. Oh, do I need uh, the board will recess to discuss adjudicatory matters.
If that please,
Norma.
Yeah, we're in exec session now. Or we're in adjudicatory.
I'm not in yet.
Oh, my side is here.
Why can't I add people?
Oh, that's just the Olelo. That's Shauna.
They went into executive session by mistake. Hmm?
Do we have any waiting room?
Wait,
Waiting room?
oh, is anyone in the waiting room? No?
No.
Okay, we are live.
Is everyone back? Let's see, is Michael back?
Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna assume Michael is back on. I see his name on there.
Should be
So,
back.
okay, so during recess, the board has approved all five matters with corrections of the adjudicatory matters. And we are moving on to applications. Is there anyone who would like to provide testimony on agenda item number 4?
And Chair, did you just want to clarify this is for any non-applicants, as the applicants will have an opportunity to speak during executive session?
Okay. Oh, okay. So wait, this is for non-applicants. Do you
Yeah.
have any testimony?
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the queue?
I do not have any public testimony at this time, Chair.
Okay, so may I have a motion to enter into executive session pursuant to Hawaii Revised Statute SS 92-5A1 and 92-5A4 to consider and evaluate personal information relating to individuals applying for professional or vocational licenses cited in section 26-9 or both, and to consult with the board's attorney on questions and issues pertaining to the board's powers, duties, privileges, immunities, and liabilities. Do I have a second?
I second.
Thank you, Michael. Can I, all in favor? Aye.
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 Okay, we're going into executive session.
Okay, please hold on while I do this.
Is everyone back? Are we all here? Where's Michael? Did Michael get dropped? Oh,
Just waiting for
there he
some-
is. Okay. Are we all back? We're back from executive session, and Ashley, you're gonna continue.
Thank you. Okay, so I motion to conditionally approve Kaylee Shea Rios' application pending confirmation of payment. The board will defer beauty school application for IBS School of Cosmetology and Massage until our next meeting. And I motion to approve the ratification list.
I
Chair, you're
second the
muted.
motion. All in favor? Aye.
You're seconding
Oh.
both motions, correct? Because Ashley made
Aye.
two motions. Yeah.
All three motions, right? We did the for A, B, and C.
Well, I think technically deferral isn't a motion. It's just
Oh, just for
action. Yeah.
okay. So
yeah.
for A and C, I motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. And on to executive officer's report.
Chair, before the executive office report, I noticed we have a guest, Troy Sueoka. He's a employee of the Department of Education. If the board would like to, or if the chair would like to ask a motion to add an item to the agenda to allow for, or we
Okay.
for allowing to present, or I don't know, Chris, were we gonna, did we just agree to move it to new business?
Chair, do you want to maybe just open the floor for public testimony?
We can open the floor for public testimony. Do I have to motion that?
No, you don't have to motion that.
Okay. Would anyone like to make an open testimony
For, for new business.
for new business?
And then,
Okay. I will.
let's see if Troy is. Did you allow them to unmute?
Did that just now.
Okay.
Oh, hi, everyone. Sorry. Again, my name is Troy Suyoka. I'm one of the career and technical education specialists in the Hawaii Department of Education. And I originally met with Alan to discuss a new program that we're going to be starting with at our high schools for cosmetology, barbering, and nail and aesthetics. And I asked him if I could present, kind of what we're doing, so the board knows, what direction we're going, and maybe asking for some help on some few things.
Are you there, Troy?
Yes.
If you could just explain just what the
Okay. Oh, I'm not allowed to. Sorry, everything was locked, so I wasn't able to.
if you could explain just kind of like what the vision is on like with the issues, and then what the, I guess, kind of the end goal of what the Department of Education is looking to do.
Sure. So our vision is to really to allow high school students to enroll in a cosmetology, barbering, or nail and aesthetics program of study, which we hope would then qualify them for training hours to towards a professional license, whether it be through direct instruction in our school facilities or through structured partnerships with licensed establishments. So our graduates can enter into advanced training either through post-secondary or some kind of apprenticeship program or something like that. So our ask and the reason why this came up is there's actually a high interest from our students in barbering and cosmetology. And right now, because we don't have any programs at the high school, students are just like going rogue and doing it on their own. So they're cutting each other's hair in the bathrooms, in each other's garages, no health or safety or any kind of training is being done. And students are just doing it because we don't have a structured program within our high schools. And we're hoping we can gather that passion for this particular occupation and trying to funnel that towards a high skilled, high wage, high demand career within this field. And as we kind of have done our research, we've come up with some roadblocks that maybe we might be able to overcome by maybe addressing the board. And that's one thing that comes to mind is that within the rules, it says students to start accruing hours, they need to be 16 years old or older and be a graduate. But usually 16-year-olds, are not graduates yet. So we're hoping that we can maybe get some of those things clarified, and maybe, we want students to start accumulating hours eventually as those programs expand and become really robust within our high schools, to start accruing hours towards licensure in the future. After they graduate, they might be able to enter into, like I said, a post-secondary institution where they're finish up their schooling. But we're really hoping to channel that interest from students into something productive and towards a particular career within this industry.
And then since our conversation, were you able to identify like where the I guess like the pilot schools would be for this program?
So we do have interest from neighbor islands, from some of the high schools, and it may be that depending on the requirements of and the skills needed to teach it. A lot of times schools will start a program based upon student interest, if they have high student interest. Another one is, can they find a teacher to teach it? A lot of times finding that teacher to teach that particular trade or program is going to be difficult. And do they have facilities to support that? This particular program is going to require a lot of facilities upgrades, a lot of money to start a school and be able, and not only electrical but plumbing and all the things that we went and visited the HCC program, Honolulu Community College program, and kind of got some ideas on where we think our high schools could go, but it all depends on those factors. So right now we don't have commitment yet because the schools don't have all that information. But we're trying to lay the foundation. So when this does, our hope is that we can get students interested and they can start registration for not this coming school year, but the following school year. So school year 27-28 is our target date for a school to maybe start this. But students will need to register usually in like October. They start registration for the next school year through December to choose courses and things like that. So we need to have course descriptions ready and programs and courses, standards and everything ready for next school year, so teachers can take a look at that and schools can see if they are able to offer it.
Let's see here.
that's just a real high level of what we're trying to do. I do have a slide deck that I prepared, but if we don't have time for that, I totally understand. I just wanted to kind of get in front of all of you to get maybe your opinion. We have, like I said, a bunch of asks. But like I said, if I know I'm not on the agenda, so I understand that everyone's very busy.
Well, the board's limited in being able to respond just because of that. I'm sorry about not having the agenda specifically laid out for this, but you did have the slide. How much time do you think the slide would be for that? If you wanted to go through your
Maybe 15 minutes, yeah, to go through the slide deck.
Alan,
Chair-
maybe could we just have Mr. Sueoka just email the slides to you and have you distribute it to the members?
Oh, I could do that, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and Mr. Voltaire, I see from IBS does have his hand up, so the board may want to address his testimony.
Thank you, Troy.
Mr. Voltaire.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, sorry to interrupt. I'm asking if you guys would reconsider. I already submitted the for missing item. The item that you guys requested, I just emailed them.
Mr. Voltaire, I will correspond with you, a follow-up for the application.
I'm just trying to see if I could be approved today and not so late in June.
Well, right now, the board made their decision on the deferral, and I will have to write up a letter for that for you to understand without putting it out into the public to share the information.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks to all the board members. Have a blessed day.
Have a good day. Is there anyone else in the public at the moment? I don't see any raised hands.
Going on, Chair.
Oh. Sorry, what did you say?
Seeing none, Chair.
Okay, so we can move on to executive officer's report.
Yes, it has been quite a while since we had the exam statistics from the previously back in July, all the way up until December. The board was still using the National Interstate Council exam. So back in for July 2025. There were 22 candidates, or for barber exam, there were 22 candidates examined, 17 passed, 5 failed. Cosmetologist, 18 examined, 13 passed with 5 failed. Estheticians, 45 examined, 28 passed with 17 failed. Hairdressers, 3 examined, 2 passed, 1 fail. Instructors, 4 examined with 1 pass and 3 failed. Nail technicians with 18 examined, 6 passed and 12 failed. A total of 110 examined, 67 passed and 43 failed. In August, 3 barbers examined for 1 passed, 1 failed. 12 cosmetologists examined, 7 passed, 5 failed. Estheticians, 21 examined, 15 passed, 6 failed. Hairdressers, 3 examined, 3 passed. Instructors, 3 examined, 3 passed. Nail techs, 19 examined, 8 passed with 11 failed. Into September, 12 barbers examined with 8 passing, 4 failed. 13 cosmetologists examined, 8 passed, 5 failed. 39 estheticians examined with 17 passing, 22 failed. Hairdressers, 5 examined, 2 passed, 3 failed. one instructor examined, and 0 passed with 1 failed. Nail tech exam, 21 examined, 4 passed, 17 failed. October, 13 barbers examined, 5 passed, 8 failed. Cosmetologists, 13 examined, 5 passed, 8 failed. Estheticians, 45 examined, 21 passed, 24 failed. Hairdressers, 3 examined with 3 passing, no instructors examined. Nail techs, 15 examined with 3 passing and 12 failures. November, 15 barbers examined with 8 passing, 7 failed. Cosmetologists, 15 examined, 8 passing, 7 failed. Estheticians, 35 examined, 21 passing, 14 failed. Hairdressers, 7 examined, 3 passing, 4 failed. No instructors examined. Nail techs, 16 examined, 4 passed, 12 failed. And December, 16 barbers examined with 6 passing, 10 failed. Cosmetologists, 19 examined, 9 passing, 10 failed. Estheticians, 38 examined, 18 passed, 20 failed. Hairdressers, 3 examined with 2 passing, 1 failed. 1 instructor examined, 1 passed. Nail tech, 23 examined, 6 passing, 17 failed. And then in January, we began the PSI national exams with the PSI services. And they did not provide a breakdown on the month, but from the month of January 2026 to March 2026, for the barber examination, there were 17 exams with 7 passing and 10 failed. Cosmetologist examination, 40 passing with 17, or 40 examinations with 17 passing and 23 failed. The aesthetics examination had over 133 exams administered, 56 passing with 77 failed. The hairdresser examination, 12 exams with 7 passing and 5 failing. 3 instructor examinations provided with 3 passing, and then 72 nail technician examinations with 22 passing and 50 failing. And that completes the executive officer's report.
Oh. And on to new business.
New business.
Is there anyone who would like to provide testimony for item agenda number 6?
I do not have any public testimony at this time, Chair.
Okay.
I sent out the board in their packet copies of the House Bill 1697 and Senate Bill 2876. Both of these started out as similar bills in relation to natural hair braiding. They have since been amended from the exemption and have included now a registration process for natural hair braiders. And then within both of these bills are similar. There are some wording differences, I believe, on just in definitions, I think. But essentially if these bills pass, they're going to create a classification within the current laws, the HRS 439A, to include a new classification for natural hair braiders. When I last provided testimony on that to the Senate and the House, the board didn't provide a approval or a recommendation or opposition to either of the bills, but they did offer comments on the public health and safety concerns when it came to hair braiding. And I made that known to the committees for the Senate and the House. And it seems that they took that in advisement. And when we got these amendment versions, there's a lot more to they're natural hair breeders are going to be required to if it passes, they'll be required to register or get a license or permit. And one of them is including continuing education requirements for health and safety, including with renewal. So that's just something for the board to be aware of and to read through if there are. We still have the members that we identified for advising legislative concerns that I can reach out to, or they can reach out to me after they review this bill. I think there's as amended right now, there's going to be, well, the board will have to review on updating rules to include what these, how to cover hair braiders and making if it does pass, the board will have to identify like how natural hair braiders, when they apply on the application itself, and then the rules around what the minimum requirements would be for that health and safety requirement and continuing education. So that's something to think about for the board. I'm not sure sorry, I'm not sure what else we can provide on this. Just we're limited on the advice from the Deputy Attorney General on what we can discuss, what the board is able to discuss, and sort of it's just a review on what is presented to the board. So, yeah.
In terms of what you can discuss, I think this unfortunately might have to go into executive session if you'd like to hear from me on this. So I'll leave it to the board if time permitting, you want to go back into executive session or continue along.
I move to executive session.
Thank you, Leo.
I second the motion.
We don't vote.
Oh, could you hold the vote, Chair?
Oh, sorry. All in favor to go into executive session? Aye.
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 Okay.
Hey. Everyone's here. Okay. Now that we're out of executive session, we can
Chair,
move
we
on.
do have to provide a summary. Did you want me to just summarize for the board?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so just for the public, the board just consulted with its attorney regarding the two bills on the agenda.
Thank you very much. Moving on to our next meeting, which is June 9th, 2026 at 12 p.m. And I am adjourning this meeting at, what time is it? 2:36 p.m. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, board members.
Very much. Leave the meeting now.